In case you haven't seen it already, this is my wood burning stove, and the reason I'm showing you this is because this is how we heat our house. And one of the things that I've been doing this year is I've been trying to find ways to turn all waste into something else. All kitchen waste gets put in the composter, which goes on the raised beds, which eventually grows some of our food. So the wood ash goes in the garden. It also goes into a bucket where I use it as grit. If it snows, you sprinkle that on the snow and it is gone. It is gone. And what I also like is it gives you a little bit of something to, if you're walking on it, it gives you a bit of grit, I guess, for you to walk on. So it's very good for snow, but apparently, and this is what I want to test out today, it's very good for shining jewellery. But I am going to be testing it out on some of my gold jewellery and some of my silver jewellery. And if this works, I'm going to be very happy because I am very allergic to a lot of things, and jewellery polish is one of them. My face will puff up. I look like I've had an allergic reaction because I have had an allergic reaction. So if it turns out that wood ash is good for cleaning jewellery, I am going to be very, very happy, and hopefully that's what's going to happen. So I've got everything together that I need. I have a little bowl of ash, and this is cooled. Obviously you don't want to be using hot ash. I have some water. I have a old toothbrush just to really get into all those little bits around here. And I have a selection of some of my jewellery. These are silver, this one is gold, and I think this is just a cheap one off eBay. I highly doubt it's silver, it's probably some kind of nickel, but I want to see how well the ash cleans all of them. This is the first one that I want to clean, so I've got my little bowl of ash, I've got this, some water. This is probably going to get very messy, but let's get started. I'm a bit worried about it scratching the amber, but I want to see if it does, so hopefully I'm not going to completely ruin one of my favourite rings. And now I'm going to make a complete mess. Let's move that there, and let's go. That is looking better. I think what I'll do in a bit though is I'll get two different earrings and clean them. I don't know if this is just me thinking that it looks clearer, though the table is definitely a lot more messy. Alright, I'm going to give that a quick wash. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I haven't been able to get into these tiny little bits, but I'm going to try it off and see what it looks like. That looks a lot cleaner to me. That was certainly a lot faster. I don't know, I am a bit, the amber does look a little bit greys to me. It looks a bit more dull. So I think what I'll need to do in future if I'm cleaning this is that I'll need to just kind of put my thumb over it and then clean like this so that the amber's protected. Though saying that, you know, once it's on my finger, ooh, wrong one. Once it's on my finger, I don't think you can really notice. It's just the kind of thing that I'm gonna know. So in future, I'll just make sure that I protect the stone a little bit more. But I have these little green earrings, and these are sterling silver, and I'm going to polish the back. This one I'm going to leave so I can do a comparison, and then this one I am going to polish. Okay, that looks so much cleaner already. Let's do a comparison. Oh my gosh, this really works. Huh, wow, that is cool. All right, let's just put these side by side so you can compare the back. But this is what the old one looked like, the one that wasn't polished, and this is what the new one looked like. And I'm going to zoom in because this is cleaner than when I bought it. That is so. And that green looks so much better now that the edges are clean. So the next one I'm a little bit more worried about because I'm very fond of these earrings. I bought these when I did the Camino de Santiago a few years ago. I bought these in Santiago. They're proper gold. If these get damaged, I'm going to be a bit heartbroken, but I think to be fair, I need to test these out. So this one I'm going to leave just to compare in a bit, and this one I'm going to clean with wood ash and hope that it doesn't destroy my lovely earrings. Quite pleased that I picked these earrings actually because I want to see how effective the toothbrush is at getting all that filigree And as much as I love these earrings, they are a nightmare to clean, so here's hoping that it works. And let's get the back. Okay, so that was about 30 seconds of cleaning. This is what it looks like so far. I'm gonna rinse it and let's see how it goes. I'm gonna try and show these in slightly better lighting. I think this is maybe too bright, but I cannot believe how well that, I mean, I missed a tiny spot just right there. I kind of missed a small tiny spot, but just that is amazing. I thought that that was gonna be one of those things that you read about and turns out to be a complete con, but that actually works. Okay, great. It looks like I have another use for wood ash. I'm just gonna do one last test because I've tested it on my silver earrings, I've tested it on gold, and now I want to test it on just cheap little, I think these cost me something like £1.50. They were very, very cheap. They're also one of my favorite earrings because they have skulls on them and I love skulls. So I want to check that there isn't going to be some kind of horrible chemical reaction. Let's give this a shot. Right, I'm not going to clean it too thoroughly because I don't like how these look when they're just pure silver. I like it when there's a little bit of black inside the nostril there, and it makes it look, when it's too clean, it just looks flat. And I like it when there's a little bit of dimension to it, but that's what it looks like at the moment. Wow. The last thing I want to try out are my hoop earrings. These have been really tricky to clean with this jewellery cleaning rag before, so I want to see how they do. And I think the easiest way for me to do this is just to put them on a rag and then have at it. Oh my gosh, that already looks cleaner. I wish I'd known about this trick years ago. Saying that, years ago I didn't have a wood burning stove, so it wouldn't have been relevant, but oh my gosh. Oh, completely unrelated side note while I'm on it. I think at the beginning of this video I mentioned that I use the wood ash for grit and I use it in the garden. Another thing that it's really, really good for, and I always keep a jar of it underneath the sink for this reason, is I use it for the kitchen caddy. And you know when you're saving up all the leftovers, kind of, you know, the onion peels and potato peels and stuff like that, and you're putting them in the kitchen caddy so you can eventually stick them outside in the compost. And if you've got that kitchen caddy, for me at least, if I have it in the kitchen and it takes me longer than a day, which it normally does, we're only a family of 3, we don't have that many kitchen scraps, you always get those annoying little fruit flies in the summer that drive me insane. Turns out something that fruit flies absolutely hate is a little bit of ash sprinkled on your compost caddy. And what I do is every time I've emptied out the compost and I bring the caddy back in and then I wash it, I'll put a little bit of ash at the bottom. And then at the end of each night, if that caddy is still getting filled up, then I'll sprinkle some more wood ash on it, and you do not get fruit flies. They hate the ash. I mean, I can't blame them. I wouldn't want to. They like all that moisture and just everything fermenting away in there. But the wood ash keeps them away. That is so much better. And let's just dry that off. I mean, look, let's just do a comparison. This is the clean side. That is the not clean side. To finish this video off, I thought I would show what the jewellery looks like in better light. And yeah, needless to say, I'm impressed. I haven't quite tested it out on things like candlesticks or anything like that yet, but so far I am very, very impressed, and I'm happy that I found another way to use up something which would otherwise be discarded. And as usual, if you like my videos and want to see more content, feel free to follow me on the mailing list. Do not subscribe to me on YouTube. That way you get everything sent directly to your email, and I'll have a new video for you soon.